Hey guys, it's Mary again from Cornerstone Physical Therapy. Again, I am one of the pelvic health specialists in our Woodfin location in North Asheville. If you listened to the video before this, we were talking about pelvic pain. One of the things that I mentioned, a type of pain you might have is rectal pain or spasms when the muscles around the rectum are too tight. So we're going to take a peek inside for just a second again. Inside the pelvis, there is the rectum. This is kind of like a cross section. So you can see the muscles. So anything red is a muscle. Those muscles go around the rectum. So that can be painful during bowel movements if those muscles are too tight. So going from that, we're going to talk a little bit about what other things affect constipation. So you might not just have pain during constipation, you might just not be able to go. And yes, it can number one be due to muscles being tight, but there are a few other really important things that can contribute to constipation, which is why it can be tricky to get ahead of it and get on a more regular schedule. So let's talk about intake specifically. So we're talking what we drink and eat, water, food as far as fiber is concerned, and then we're gonna hit on the topic of probiotics. So for water, the new rule, whoever they are, at one of my continuing education courses, and kind of the new rule in general, you'll hear is take your body weight in pounds, divide it by 2, whatever number that is, that's the recommended ounces you want to try to get in a day's time. And this isn't chugging it all at once because you might find that makes you pee a lot. You want to kind of get that in spaced out throughout the day. So your body's getting in that regular, good amount of water. Our body needs water to get rid of waste, whether that's through urination or bowel movements like we're talking about today. So try to get in that water amount. Just a little quick tip on that. Be honest with yourself and ask, okay, how much water am I getting in now on a regular basis? Maybe it's this many cups a day, 0. So start with literally 1 to 3. You might time it with meals as a cue to remind you to drink a nice good cup of water. Start small, let that get easy, and then bump it up maybe a cup a week, going up to your goal of whatever that was for that math we talked about, half your body weight in pounds. That's the total ounces you want to get in a day. So that's very important. Your body needs to draw that in again to get rid of waste. So what do we say number 2 was, let's see, water and then fiber. So fiber specifically with the food we eat, of course. You can take fiber supplements. A lot of doctors though will probably tell you, or nutritionists, dietitians, that we want to get most of our dietary fiber through just that, through our diet. Supplements are great. And if you know that you're just not going to eat fruits and vegetables, you may be one of those people that you really just need a supplement. So try to get that in. And it's going to vary who you ask. A colorectal specialist will tell you need a lot of fiber every day. I believe I've heard quoted one time about 38 grams of fiber a day. And that's going to vary too depending on your body weight, man or woman. I've also heard for women, it's recommended about 25 grams of fiber a day. So just consult with your doctor, or if you're seeing a nutritionist or dietitian, what do they recommend? And again, same thing with water. You don't want to do it all at once, especially if you know you're not getting enough fiber in your diet. So be honest with yourself, kind of maybe you take a day and do a food diary and you write down, what did I eat today? Let me kind of estimate how many grams of fiber per each thing I ate. Google is your friend. You can look up different fruits, or on a box, if you have a boxed meal, how many grams of fiber is in there. Add it up, see what your total is, and then you can know how to slowly try to work on that. Maybe it's an extra piece of fruit a day, or again, if you know you're not going to eat fruits and vegetables, maybe you have that fiber supplement every morning, and start to work on that. Okay, so we got water. We got fiber itself, and then the last thing, probiotics. Now technically with my line of work, I'm not supposed to advise on should you or should you not take a probiotic. What I can say is that a lot of doctors or pharmacists will recommend thinking about it and maybe adding it, because you may have heard of good and bad bacteria in your gut, and sometimes that balance gets off. If there's a higher level of bad bacteria versus good bacteria in our gut, which we need to break down, things like fibrous material from fruits and vegetables, you also can get constipated and almost get, I don't want to say impacted because that's a little more serious, backed up, so to say, you know what I mean, where you're just not clearing out as regularly or as fully as if you had that better balance. So consult with your doctor or pharmacist about if a probiotic is a good idea for you. For a lot of people, it is good to start just adding that in. And you'll see even just put on labels for yogurt, some drinks even near the produce section, probiotics like added in there. So there's lots of different ways you can go about getting that in. You can also take a pill form that they'll have near the pharmacy in different stores, or again, maybe in a different area. So think about those three things: your water level, your fiber amount, and do you need a probiotic in your diet? So those are things that definitely affect our bowel habits. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.